They don't really have that much damage though.
Ooh. It's the first game of the day. Na'Vi got Biver over on the Ogre. Dendy, SF as they smoke in, looking for a target. Cat.
Die.
Oh, King R stunned. There we go. Into the split earth from RMN. Looks like it's going to be a simple first blood, and the souls for Dendy up to 12 straight away. Say no to anime. It's the UK Dota mantra.
It's not drugs, dude.
Anime is drugs. General spun down, but the telekinesis doesn't hold him in place long enough, and there's no Sunstrike coming through until now. Ooh, Omni-Slash catches him. In the meantime, RMN did find a kill over on Ghostic. Is Dendy going in on this? One raise hits, General chases. Again, Miposhka has a roll in a second. He's trying to juke it, but I'm not sure it's going to work this time. One more punch out from the Night Stalker finds it. Chappy as FaZe boots forward with a spin onto Dendy to slow him down. The TP. Oh, Dendy not quite going to get away.
Maybe if he popped the stick. That would have been.
Before the TP?
If he like switched into Agi treads, popped the stick, strange treads, and then TP'd out. Possibly. I think like maybe 60, 70 HP. Actually, no. Probably wouldn't have done it.
Oh, there's no spin. Juggernaut. He gets it off just before the split earth lands, and Chappy will count his lucky stars if he escapes from this one. The TP's come through with Ghost Stick. The stomp into the double edge. They found the turnaround. The Ogre fade bolted down, and Chappy with a double kill after what looked like he would die.
He even had the Observer Ward, but look. Can you click on that Observer Ward? You can't see anything with it. It's to the left.
Jump in, Ghost Stick, two-man stomp, double edge General, Omni-Slash down, but they've still kept themselves alive. This Bloodstone Leshrac is finally going to drop, and he will die, but a heal comes through onto Cat. Ghost Stick is stood in, the Roche pit, and down he goes. He actually had the Aegis, he snatched it. Somehow he took it, and now Na'Vi, they don't have that second life of the Vengeful Spirit. Miposhka going to get raised a little bit here, but Chappy always got him on lockdown. The BKB from Dendy will keep him alive a little bit longer, but Na'Vi have given away, gifted a team fight win to Empire.
Really good at killing the Invoker. But Basher's pretty good too. I think Basher's probably better because Invoker has BKB.
RMN. Looks like he's in trouble. And he'll die. Also loses out on the Dire Courier, which had his Medallion of Courage on it.
Oh,
so Leshrac is going for it. Now he's going for the Solar Crest.
I bet he has so much regret about the Bloodstone too.
Oh, Ghost Stick.
First Roche.
Miposhka comes in to save him. The three-man Magnetize is there. The BKB from Pycat's through, but the healing ward's keeping Ghost Stick alive for so long. Swap back into the middle of the three of them will finally secure the kill, and the gem. The gem, guys. The Earth Spirit comes back in, and Invoker with the EMP Tornado catches Pycat as well, and Juggernaut says hello. So Vengeful Spirit.
Where is Dendy?
That's a very good question. Dendy is
TP'd out.
Man, this has got Aegis cheese, and Na'Vi are not in position to contest this. Up on the high ground, take a look where Miposhka is ready to jump on in, and he'll find the initiation onto Ogre, then he'll roll away. The swap is there. Pycat puts himself in a dodgy position, and now in comes Ghost Stick, the three-man stun. Oh, this is great for Empire. The spin comes through, and Chappy, well, Tornado won't latch, but Juggernaut will finally lose the Aegis as Dendy joins the team fight with his BKB up, but he doesn't have a target to go on. He's got Requiem available, but now the BKB ends. He's stunned, he's chained, he's killed, he's dead. And another two-man stomp from Ghost Stick finds the perfect continuation of this team fight. Na'Vi are crumbling and falling one by one. The self-fuels from this poor Leshrac will only lead into a deny. There won't be like a two-pronged attack or anything like that from Empire. No, nothing like that, but the jump in, FN just starts things off, and Ghost Stick continues a good hoof stomp, but the BKB's popped by the Centaur. Chappy will be able to walk up to high ground and hit the tier 3 with the help of his Blade Fury. Na'Vi have to go back and regen up Dendy with the Shrine. This is all or nothing time. Stun back onto Chappy, the swap is there. They've moved Dendy in, and he's dead and gone. He has to buy back, the stomp comes through, and Ghost Stick runs on through it as well. There's so much damage between them. Chappy chases down the Night Stalker with the Tornado out as well. Omni-Slash bounces back between them, looking for Pycat, but Dendy's BKB Requiem doesn't do too much. It's stolen away by Rubik, and he might look to turn with this. The Blink Hoof Stop again from Ghost Stick. Requiem from King R. The damage output's insane. The Tornado will finish off one. The Magnetize might finish off the second, but the Bloodstone Heal keeps Pycat alive. But I don't know for how much longer, as GG is called, and Na'Vi tap out a Sunstrike from FN. The final move of the game, it looks like, securing another kill over on the Vengeful Spirit.
That was looking so promising for Na'Vi. Troll Warlord, Dondo Troll. So in all the lane's going pretty well. Ooh, that was not the hook.
The death of Ghost Stick?
That should be the death. He still has 4 stacks on him, so if he decides to stay around the shrine, he's still going to get hit for a lot.
Pycat fighting under the shrine. The clap not going to hit. Shock off the mark, and now Miposhka turns back onto Biver. They've got another crush, and they've got a hook as well, right? There's Sunstrike coming through. Looks like it might be the end of the Ogre. They'll find him with the final click out.
What a
Ghost
play from Miposhka.
In the meantime, as I miss out on that one, they do kill off another. Chappie turns to fight Rage in a second. He's going to chase this one down, but he can't keep up to General. Oh, maybe he can. One more click, but it's not enough.
That bash.
General.
Fury swipes, but...
It's a good enrage by Pycat, making sure that the Crush Sunstrike doesn't come through, and well, Sunstrike, he'll land between a bunch of them, but already Slaughter and Pudge are dead. The deny from Miposhka.
Only level 2 in Fervor, so he's not the best at hitting towers.
Centaur blocking the hook path as well. Dendy, he's got this. He knows what's going on, and now in goes RMN. They find Miposhka, ignite across, dismembers down onto that Spirit Breaker though. It looks like he'll drop, but that's so much expenditure for just the support as Dendy dies to Chappie in the meantime. They've got the lasso back onto him, but look at this Pycat Ursa in the middle of the battle. The hook back to save the life stealer, but he's chased down by General's bat. 1-2 punches. Pycat picks up a double kill, and the Centaur is one hit away from killing the Pudge, and he finds it. Dendy gets a kill from the grave with the help of his Dom creep.
Even when he's like super far behind, he somehow finds a way back in. Like on his Night Stalker, he's like wasn't sure where he should farm, what he should farm, what items to buy. RMN going in.
Yeah, Sack Storm's going to whiff as well, and Pycat has free reign in this fight. Enrages up, but the Deafening Blast holds him for a second. Dendy, in the meantime, has killed off Pudge. Once more.
Palm the high ground. Actually, this tower is not that high on HP, and Dendy just decides to go for it with the DD.
The hook brings Lifestealer back. Sack Storm's onto Dendy, but this is a comedy of errors. Miposhka, the Sunstrike still lands on the Dendy to kill him off with this member of the Bat Rider, but Pycat is ripping apart one on the back end. Ghost Stick is gone. In comes the Nether Strike, and Pycat rips apart the Lifestealer. Chappie's dead for 50 seconds, and another missed hook from Miposhka. Radiant Observer Wards watching out for what's happening, but they don't see Miposhka. Hook in onto RMN. General Flame breaks back. RMN's already dead though, and they jump in, but look at that damage. Pycat shreds the Slardar. Chappie back on to Dendy. Sunstrike off the mark. Caught in the kinetic field, but the lasso's there. Great tornado. In comes FN with the EMP down as well. The lasso expires, and Navi have the advantage. They're on the high ground. They've got their BKBs. RMN though is found by Chappie as well with Static Storm. He's dead. Well, this is big ultimates expended as Pycat pops the enrage and turns the fight up against the Lifestealer. The Fury Swipe stacks, getting built up here. Chappie lassoed as well, dragged into the danger zone as Dendy slams him down, and Pycat, he's still pretty free to roam through this. Aegis available. The Ice Walls drop with the kinetic field down as well, but Navi, they've got what they came for. The racks have fallen. With that glimpse back into the bash, Pycat, he turns to fight. The Lotus Orb's up on him. Chappie tries to munch through, but the Deafening Blast misses. The hook will land, and they'll finally pop the Aegis of the Ursa. The trouble is, they have lost a lane, and Navi are ready to fight again. Here comes the Flame Break. Ursa's dying. He's very nearly gone, and they will finally kill him. No! He purges through the tornado. The hook will not land, and the cheese is there. He's healed up back to full, and he's in the middle of 4 of them. Chappie, he's got to chase this one down. Open Wounds will finally slow down Pycat, but in comes the bash. In comes the damage. Finally, Chappie, with the help of FN, aggressively for a pick or a kill. The high ground held by Empire outside of their base. The Lincolns has popped, and the Invoker is caught with a jump on in. It looks like they're going to bring down FN. He's taken before his time, and Empire, I think this is the end of game number 2. Both cores gone with no buyback, and GG is called. FN disconnects. His first death of the game was that. First death of the game because General popped his Lincolns with a 4-staff.
General made that look easy too. See, that's another thing. He was like really quick about Blink 4-staff, Slaughter Lifestealer, and Ember Darkseer.
Farming to his heart's content on the creep wave. RMN up at top, found by the Ursa and Ogre, and it looks like that will be our first blood. Finally, from General's not quite yet done, and Pycat's been left alone mid for a little bit. He'll take the tier 1 with a rage. Stampede has already been expended. FN has killed off the Kotl, but it's Miposhka who will not be able to TP away. Navi, like, they're not showing any weakness themselves. They're passively farming decently. You know, Lifestealer is kind of toe-to-toe with the Ursa Warrior.
Dendy's coming in. Alchemist has 1,260 gold. He's 90 gold away from his Radiant. He might die here.
He's so close. He's got his Chemical Rage up. He's still got the duration on it. And now the concoction. Turn around. The wall is down. As the Cold Embrace under the Wind Wyvern is still dead. The Ghost Stick goes in. Double Edge kills himself. Dendy gets a double kill through Flame Guard. And FN chases General. One more swipe. Clapping down. Aegis going to be taken back and reclaimed by the big man, but I think this might be the death of the Ursa again. Yeah, he tries to battle through, but Pycat with Dendy, they've got more than enough to kite him and hold him in place. 3 kills to the good. Navi find a 3-for-1 trade-off coming back. Roshan, half HP, Winter Wyvern. Observer ward from the Radiant placed down, and Alk is going to stun himself there. Sentry ward will spot out. Yep, they've killed the obs. Darkseer stunned. In comes Ghostic, killing off the DS. Pycat though chomping down on one. Horrorman in the background, and then comes Dendi, kills off the Alk as the Chemical Rage wears off. And now Roshan might belong to Na'Vi as the Stampede comes out way too late. It's Centaur 1v1ing onto Dendi. Iron Shell is down. But Ghostic looks like he'll drop, and Roshan, in they go. FN was trying to solo it looks like, but Pycat with Horror, man, they've slowed him, they've killed him. Pycat gets another dominating streak for him, and Roshan will go the way of Na'Vi. Empire, they lose so much from this. 3 heroes gone, team fight lost, and Aegis going into the hands of Na'Vi. And didn't bother going for the Octarine, but tier 3 at bottom lane, it's getting pounded, Glyph is used. Empire are coming in from the western side. They're going to look for this Kotl, but in comes General. Vacuum misses completely. Cheese popped by Dendi. Kotl's already dead. Aramen chased down as well by the Ogre, but the Winter's Curse, it's down onto Lifestealer. Dendi does like no physical damage at all, and now they've changed up the Ogre and the Alk. The Cold Embrace comes in, but Dendi remnants forward, finishes off one. Looks for another. Chappie stunned. Bash. Pycat killing him off. Pycat's still alive, but the Aegis will be taken out of his hands. The high ground is held again by Empire, and Na'Vi looks like they'll have to fall back at least for now. Kotl will respawn in 3 seconds time. FN might have to save his Ogre here. The Vacuum back into Crush. The combo! They've got them! 3 of them dead. Godlike streak for Dendi. And Ghostic even with the Axe upgraded Stampede to get them away. FN with the Enrage will retreat back into the fountain. The chains catches too though, and I think Dendi wants to go in for more. Aramen with another Crush. And Ghostic, he thought he was safe, but he's really not. The Winter's Curse finally catches Dendi, but there's no one nearby to punch him, apart from the Darkseer, and another falls. The dieback from Winter Wyvern. 4 dead from Empire, and Alchemist, when he finally respawns, there's no one left to support him. Aramen's playing this guerrilla tactic warfare style, jumping in, jumping out, looking for crushes, but FN with the first hit, Bash the concoction lands as well. Aramen's going to sprint himself away from this, and he might just be able to. The Radiance is burning down, but Pycat comes in, bashes up FN, the Desolator doing work, and Dendi slowed somehow there, but still gets the chains, the Vac. Chappie forced back to his shrine, and Dendi finally gives up on the kill. Another Rax falls mid lane, 1.5 lanes gone. Na'Vi might stop now because Empire are finally respawning and can hold the line. Things Pycat.
He has enough armor now, I think, on the Ember Spirit to even survive it.
Maybe so. Pycat has an Abyssal. General spots FN, the Blink. Stomp is there with the concoction as well. The Darkseer's gone. Pycat wants in. Even after losing their big team fight hero, Aramen with the remnants forward. Hello, Dendi says good night. 2 heroes gone. Aramen will finally fall, but look at Pycat being ripped to shreds in here by Chappie, as well as this Ghostic Centaur, and they do bring him down. Dendi's left alone and will still land. Blinding Light is there from Biver, but in comes FN. Dendi's got no more escape mechanisms. Tries to slide chains to get away, but Dendi's gone now.
Oh wow.
Na'Vi, they lose a team fight. They've got Stampede. RMN smoking forward, Blink Crush, no Stampede just yet, and Ghostic is gonna die before he can even cast it. The Winter's Curse is back over onto Pycat, and in comes the Alchemist, the buyback from Ghostic. He's got his Stampede ready, but he needs to get into this team fight. Dendi remnants in the back looking for King R, and there it is. Ghostic pops his ultimate. General with a vacuum wall in the back end does a little bit, but not enough. FN is now looking for kills. He's found the General DS, infest into a creep by Pycat. Chappie can't stick on a target, but FN is finally going to drop. Surely he dies, and he will. Aramen also dropping on top of that ramp, and Dendi, and he escaped from this. A remnant to safety could be enough to save him. Blink off cooldown, but no. Arctic Burn takes that one back, and General buys back. They want to continue this fight. A few hits from Pycat once the Cold Embrace is done.
Well, doesn't have any items. He doesn't even have Aether Lens for extra cast range. He just could not save the Centaur.
No force and no blink or anything.
Cold Embrace.
It looks like Dendi's just cleaning up. Alchemist is the last man standing.
They can always just jump the backline with the Ember. That is, I think, the biggest problem in this game, that Ember was just able to bypass the Ursa, just ignore him, and just gun for the weak Winter Wyvern every single fight.
Just beeline for the Wyvern. Alchemist with this death.
That has to be game.
You leave Ursa alone, cold, tired, hungry, and dead.
GG.
And the Cubs stand no chance when their parents are gone. GG is called, and Empire defeated by Na'Vi, who make their way into the grand final of this qualifier, facing up against VP.